following the link in our stream description, or by typing in the link you can see scrolling across your screen on our information bar. Every little helps, and we'll be reading donations out periodically throughout the show. Alternatively, you can also purchase one of our UKSM shirts or hoodies that I personally recommend. They are really comfy. In our store, the link to that is also in the stream description. Okay, so next up, we have Super Metroid by Dingus. Dingus, please introduce yourself, and whenever you're ready, give us a countdown so we can keep track of your time.
Hello everyone, my name's Dingus. I'm an idiot. This game sucks, so let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oops. So, much like every Metroid game, Samus finishes the previous game with a lot of abilities that somehow she loses. The start of this is it's basically a tutorial. So you just run through a spooky space station with a lot of dead 16-bit people to look for the baby Metroid that you took at the end of Metroid 2. There it is. Oops. Then suddenly, a Ridley. There's no point in even trying to fight him. So you just want to damage yourself down. And he'll just fly off with it. Then you have to get out of this little space station before it explodes. Ooh, good magnet. Ah. I think I might have jumped too early. Yeah, that'll do. So we've escaped the space station now. We're gonna chase Ridley back to the planet that we thought we'd blown up in the original game. Look at that 16-bit explosion. Glorious. So now we go on the hunt for the baby Metroid. So if you notice, I'm like spamming L and R a lot. All that's doing is pushing Samus forward a pixel. It doesn't change how fast you're moving, it just changes how much distance you travel. That's probably the best I'll be able to explain that. Now we just fall. So if that looks familiar, that's from the last part of the very first game. So it's this. Now we're just going to go and get our first power up, which is Morph Ball. Because Samus can't crawl. All she needs to do is just roll about. Oh, I'm so happy this isn't 100% because that fanfare gets really boring. Pick up our first missile pack. Interesting. And now we make our way right the way back up because everything wakes up. So there's another little thing you can do, like holding L or R if you're going up or down a lift. It just makes it, it's weird, it puts you on it a bit quicker and makes you easily get up it. But now everything's awake and all of a sudden space pirates. There are certain rooms where you've got to kill everything to open a door. That's one of them. Oops. Right, so that's the climb. A lot of people in their first playthrough struggle a bit getting up there. The route I'm using is going to be quite an old one. Technically I started running this game about 4 years ago, so a lot of this is muscle memory that's slowly coming back to me, so I apologise for how bad it might be. Now we're going to face our first mini-boss of the game, Bomb Chorizo. If this was PAL, it's possible to get out of that door, but it's still quite tight. Pretty simple boss to kill, just boost him into the corner and shoot the little balls that come out of his mouth. So this next little trick's called the Alcatraz Escape. Just saves a few seconds having to bomb your way out of the other side. And this room's called Turbinator, but for some reason no one's explained why. This might be bad. Nah, that's fine. Because of the route I'm doing, it's okay if I just take damage and run through these people. And just a little bit more arm pumping. So we're going to do our first real sequence break of the run here. We're going to pick up super missiles, completely skipping Spore Spawn. With a little trick that we're not sure was intended, the mock ball, which is this. So we've actually, like, rolling at running speed. Not sure if it's an unintentional glitch or not, but still pretty cool to do. What you'd normally have to do would be drop all the way down here. All the way through this room. Another little mock ball. Ah, thanks for dropping stuff. Oops. So instead of going down, you'd normally have to go right the way up the top, take care of some space pirates, and fight a big plant. Instead, we're going to skip him, pick up charge beam, an extra missile pack, and make our way to Kraid. This is Rolling Hills. Again, this little bridge here became an obstacle for me when I was younger, because I didn't know that there was such thing as a run button. Affectionately called Noob Bridge. Right, I'm going to go for a little damage boost, just to get you across there a little bit quicker. Again, we're going to do another little sequence break before we get into Kraid. Because you're meant to have high jump boots to get into his lair. But instead you can just do that if you're running fast enough. Alright. Oops. So that's Mini Kraid, who is a full-size Kraid in Metroid 1. And here comes Kraid. Just need to line myself up. Okay, that was Kraid. That's something that you can do even by accident. If you deal enough damage with a super, his mouth sort of gets locked in place. So 3 supers and a missile is enough to just finish him. But the screen didn't scroll as well, so I don't think they meant for us to do that. But now I've got a Varia suit, it reduces the amount of damage you take. And it also negates the effects of heat. Okay, so by jumping high through this door, it manipulates these key hunters up here. Should too low. Otherwise there'd be 2 that are on your left-hand side, which make it a pain for you to get out. This is a marathon, so I'm grabbing an extra energy tank. Get on me. Accidental super into the ceiling. We won't worry about little things like that. Something's bound to drop one, I hope. Nope. Damn it. Right, let me do some quick head math. I'm good. So now we're going to go get high jump, pick up a few helpful items in Upper North there, and make our way to see the most RNG heavy boss in the game. This is also another room where to get out, everything in the room has to be killed. So because I've opened that door, I don't have to go looking for that little Nova to please shoot the orb. This just increases our jump height, which is very useful. So we'll be getting one more missile pack. I'm debating with myself whether to get an extra one just because of safety and it being a marathon. Oh, if you notice as well, I'm pressing like L a lot as I'm coming up to a ledge. And that's just called ledge grabbing. It makes you yeah, it just makes you like snap onto a ledge a little bit easier. Could have done with that safer, but it's fine. I'm about to hit a small refill. It's quicker to roll under this than go over the top. And yet another sequence break. Ooh, 2. So you're expected to go all the way round, which takes time. I don't like time. Jump high for this door to try and fix the transition a little bit. Okay, this is the only room in the game you can arm pump on a down slope. Just because the way the game's set out here, the whole room is... The game thinks it's flat, so you're not going to get pumped off. I know how that sounds. But now we've got speed boost, so we can start doing some interesting things. safety for a marathon, so I'm just going to farm a little bit. Oh, that'll do. Little damage boost to the door. Yeah, we're going to go pick up Wave Beam. Oops. So, yeah, I sort of forgot to jump then. Okay, this is the last missile pack that I'm purposely picking up. Chances are I'm accidentally going to pick one up just before wreck ship in a minute. So this is Wave Beam. It's adds a little bit more power to your shots, and it also travels through solid objects that aren't enemies. I wanted to drop. I've got enough time for some donations if you've got some to read out. Okay then. Hoping for like one super drop then, but didn't get it. It's all good though. So this route, when I say it's old, runner called Behemoth found a faster route, but it's also not very fun. It's really dangerous, and it involves a lot of dumb stuff. But as I'm an old man, I'll just stick to what I know. So I've also skipped ice. I suppose I'm going to pick it up later. If I have it now, it's just going to be a pain. Oops. Okay, that's not good. Oh my god. There we go. So what I was trying to do was like open up that with just a quick shot. Marathon, give me health. Oh, there we go. Just trying to conserve some health. I shouldn't really. Now we're going to pick up our only pack of power bombs in the whole game, hopefully. There's some interesting thing you can do with power bombs, which will become very apparent with Phantoon. Right. So we're very fast approaching the wreck ship. The way the game originally wants you to get there is by fighting Crocomire and getting a grapple beam, but we haven't got time for that or want to, it's a waste. So we're just going to shine spark across instead. Ooh, that was a good drop. Right, so that's the first shine spark. Normally you can't get across that room at all unless you've got a grapple beam or a speed booster. Spooky ship. There are ghosts about. There's one. Oops. So here's Fantoon. There's quite a few patterns that you can do, which can vary from being very fast to very slow. Chances are I'm going to get very slow ones, just because I know how this game hates me. Yep. Oh no! Should have jumped. Okay, so I wanted all 4 of those particles to hit Fantoon, so they all do the same damage that the super missile will. Now I've got to wait for him to magically reappear. That's not a good spot. Oh, this is not going well. There we go, that's what I wanted to happen originally. You can normally finish him off in 2 rounds, but I'm not going to need to use another X Factor on him. Or a special beam. Okay, that was dangerous. I could actually have died then. I'm going to get health bombs, but that's fine. Ah, not quite, but I do need health. Okay, so now we're going to go and get gravity suit just so we can actually move around in water, because the next part of the game is just underwater and not very fun. It's the part of the game I hate the most, especially in 100%. Right, that's the last super missile pack that we're going to be picking up, so it'll be 20, 10 and 5. The next energy tank I'll be picking up will be after box room. I need more than that. Oh, that's not good. Give me your health. Yeah, that's the Atty. The room, if I had full health, I would shine spark through it just to kill everything. Because you can't exit unless everything's dead. Just going to farm for a little bit. I just want a little bit more health to be on the safe side. If Krauser saw me now, he would not be pleased. Ah, that'll do. Oh, these supers are amazing. I still need more health. I can't get across. Crap. Oh wait, no, I've got 2 energy tanks. Oh, I'm an idiot. Nah, that'll be fine. I think I missed my tap for this short charge. Ah, I got it. So this is another like antiquated strat that you don't see anymore. The bowling spark. You don't even see it in 100% because it worked out ways to clear out blocks at the bottom. But yeah, this is definitely a tea break time. Walk faster. Right, here's gravity suit. So again, it further reduces the damage you take, just a tiny fraction, but it also makes you able to move freely through water or any type of liquid. And now we're going to be making our way to Meridia. jump too early. I don't want health, I want power bombs. So yeah, the other route that was come up with any percent, which is quicker, is it eliminates a ton of this backtracking. Nice, not a damage boost. Okay, so also a lot of people didn't realise in their first playthrough that this was a way to get into Meridia because every other way is blocked. There's no hint or anything. I think I need a power bomb. I do. Give me a power bomb. Thank you. So now we're just going to shine spark up here. We've got to fight one mini boss before we get to Dragon. Nice, not a mock ball. Okay, so I'm going to attempt, I say attempt because my timing today hasn't been exactly stellar, to finish off Bot Twin quickly with a special beam attack and 6 super missiles. Okay. So only 3 particles here, but that's fine. Oh, I miscounted, you should be dead. Oh no, I wanted a super missile. Okay, that's going to be the last energy tank, unless I take a lot of hits at Ridley, in which case it will be 5 tanks. This also makes the next fight a little bit safer. Oh, I still need a super. Alright, speed booster please. Okay, I'm just doing a trick called the halfie. The full halfie involves you like clearing this entire room in one shine spark, but the halfie was found beforehand. And it's also a little bit safer on health, even though it's a tiny bit slower. I'm sure most people will recognise this shrimp from their playthroughs, but we haven't got grapple beam, so I can't fry it. Just going to use a combination of, again, special beam attack and shine sparking. Can be a little bit dangerous though. Good. That's a bit high. Oops. That's not good. Just finished her off with missiles, just to be safe. There's a chance they've a shine spark that when she dies, you can end up like bumping around inside the head like this, and it just completely tanks your health. But now we've got the worst item that this game could possibly have put in it, which is space jump. This mechanic sucks. I just don't get on with it. Is this going to be one? No. Okay, it makes rooms like this easier, but I have my own reasons for not liking space jump. So we're going to go pick up plasma beam. Then after plasma, we're going to pick up ice and go straight down to Lower North there to face Ridley to find out what he did with the baby Metroid. Yeah, let's just be safe here. Wanted more supers, but that'll do. Okay, so this is the Cassius room. Shout outs to Cassius. Old school SM runner that just disappeared. Well, not fully, he's still about. And this is plasma beam. This is just cuts through anything really. Please. I'm hoping the power bomb that I dropped earlier in this room killed that guy. Yeah, very good. Yeah. Oops. Please fall. Yeah, so in the other route, you don't even pick up plasma. As soon as you kill Dragon, that's it. You go straight to the end of the game. But because we're doing an antiquated route, we have one more boss to fight. Oh, full health. I didn't even notice that. I'm going to apologise to Chronic Sauce right now because I'm not doing his fuzzy ball boost. Again, this is another way, it skips a little bit if you just go up here instead of following those number haze all the way around. And here's Ice Beam, something that the way it was intended you should have picked up about 10 minutes ago. Super? Yep. Okay, now we're going to do Ice Escape. Just try and run through there normally, those gates come down. So you've either got to power bomb your way through the bottom or normal bomb your way through the roof. But coming up shortly is the best music in the game. I think some of my rust is starting to go away now. I'm actually remembering to do things. Apologies, Chronic. I didn't go for it. So by holding a charge shot and spin jumping, it does something called like a pseudo screw attack. Certain things can't hurt you, like fireballs, but they do a lot of damage if they hit you. And we're also sort of going the back way into Ridley as well. It's sort of intended that you go left here, you fight another mini boss and pick up screw attack, but we're going this way instead. Okay, another short charge. Oops. Shine spot too low. Don't worry though, it's a marathon, we're not going for any type of records. Okay, so that was what was meant to have happened, that's fast pillars. This is worst room in the game for obvious reasons if you haven't got anything remotely close to what I've got at the moment. So, plasma wave, ice charge, make short work of the room, but if you're doing it in low percent ice, it's a nightmare, or even worse in speed. And that's why I hate space jump. Don't fall, don't fall. Okay, by killing him, that's just eliminated a little bit of lag because lower north air is pretty laggy in itself. I wanted to hitbox him. Uh-oh. Move. Please let me through. Oh, I've got plenty of health. Right, so I'd like to go through the platform, please. Okay, so I sort of like dropped through the first platform using a bit of damage. It's called a K-go. It's named after an enemy earlier in the game that you can do the same thing to. Okay, they were the metal pirates. You can't hurt them until they're flashing gold. There's a fast way of doing this room, but my entrance to it was wouldn't have worked. So now we're coming up on Ridley. Ridley is a pain, unless you learn his patterns. This time we get our revenge for the theft. It takes 20 shots. Now he's dead. Pretty painless fight, really. A lot of people struggle with him. I would really like a couple more power bombs. It's okay. I'll get them from these. Because I've got a lot more health, leaving North Air is not as bad as it normally would be. Oops. Don't need to fight these guys again. Yeah, if in a normal run of this, I'd only have 3 energy tanks at this point. just works out quicker than using bombs on it. Plus it looks cool. Again, I've got plenty of health, so I can just tank hits here. Wobbly. Except those fireballs do like 50. RSI. These guys are called the Three Musketeers. Oh no. Let me through. Lay the power bomb, please. So yeah, the exit in Norfair, you come out in a completely different place, which is up here. Now we have to make our way to Taurian. We're going to do it via Meridia. I'm going to take Taurian, which is the last area of the game, really safe. We'll be there very shortly, I promise. Yeah, this little shortcut brings us out the top of Red Tower. That's the area where we first picked up power bombs. Please spin jump. Now we're just going to go careering past our ship, straight down Terminator and into Taurian. Okay. Now we wait. So that represents all the bosses that we fought, and that is just the ghosts of them leaving. I'm not quite sure how that statue works, but when that goes, this floor will drop away and I'll be put into the Space Pirates main headquarters. Okay, so this is the last part of the game, which is relatively short compared to the rest of it. There's going to be actual Metroids in each room, so they die exactly the same way they do in the first game. So you freeze them, fire 5 missiles, but because super missiles now, I think we'll just use one of them. Hopefully I'll get good drops. This is why I'm taking this really safe. Oh, that was pretty good. Okay, it's probably the best room so ever. We'll go for this one a little bit quicker. So this room's a bit of a pain, but you can group the Metroids together just to make them easier to kill. It hit me through the door, impressive. Okay, it's only been about 5 years since I last did Metroid Skip, but I'll go for it anyway. So this is the baby Metroid from the start of the game. He's now a, dare we say, Super Metroid? Oh my god, that pun was bad. Die! Lag! Okay, at this point, I don't actually think I've saved any time. Nope. Went too early and got grabbed. You get the general gist of it though. You can completely skip this animation here, which saves some time. But all is fine because there's an energy refill right at the bottom of this next room. Also, by facing right, you save a second on the crouch animation. It is a marathon, so I'll make a safety save because things have been known to go horribly, horribly wrong in the last room. We're now segmented, boys. Okay, here comes the last little glitch of the game. Freeze that, take a little damage from that, little taps, and then you just pass straight through it. So normally everything that I've just gone through, there should have been some more Zebatites there, but because I skipped the first section, the rest won't spawn. I don't want to get sniped by a turret. Oh, I got sniped by a turret. It's fine, I've got enough ammo. So yeah, this is Mother Brain. She's turned into some type of T-Rex dinosaur hybrid now. This takes 20 charge shots to kill, so it's the only time I really need to concentrate. Okay, she's dead. But I do need to... There we go. This is the whole reason I got the extra energy tank. You need to have a minimum of 3 energy tanks here to survive this cutscene. So you can try and stand up all you want, but it's not going to happen. Now we're going to have the baby come and save us because it thinks we're its mother. it's up to you to decide whether I save or kill these animals. Well, it looks like they're saved then.
Save those animals. Do it.
Oh, this. Yeah, this whole scene's scripted, you can't really skip it. The only thing you can sort of do, if it's 100%, you can like break the whole crouch lock animation and start dealing damage to Mother Brain here. Whilst the baby Metroid's getting damaged, because the baby Metroid, this has to happen for the game to continue. Rest in peace, baby. But now you get imbued with the power of rainbows. Now we're just going to do this for a bit until Mother Brain dies. Oh, just die. And at some point we must have planted a bomb because the planet's about to explode. Oops. Killing these space pirates just to save some lag. Please. Alright, let's go save these 3 little pixels then. They're a bit stupid, they managed to have got themselves stuck in a room. I think I'm a bit stupid, I managed to screw this shine spark up. Yep. See ya, kids. Yeah. Shine spark would have been better. But yeah, that's time. That's Super Metroid. Here come the most important pixels shortly. Wait for it. Wait for it. There they go. Ah, 36, I'll take it. It's been a while. So, yeah, at the end of the credits, because the time is decent, Samus is going to come out in a nice little one-piece swimsuit. The only problem is the credits are quite long. Just like thank UKSM and the guys for getting hold of me last Sunday after GG Dwayne, the guy that was originally meant to have played, dropped out for some unfortunate circumstances. But yeah, it's always great fun playing this game, playing any game, raising some money for charity. I don't want to know what my final time was at all, just don't. Oh, I wish we could speed these up. Also, I'd like to give a little shout out to Zos, just because I'm pretty sure I disappointed him today. We're good. Here come the two most important words in Super Metroid. After the special thanks come the most important words. Rest in peace, Compay. Dear Falls. I think it's going to be 22. Yeah, 22. Right, cheers everyone. Who's up next?
Okay. That was Dingus with Super Metroid. Thank you very much.